Karina, wow, this is refreshing. That's a nice looking ad. Let me jump over to that. Okay, that's what I want. I want to get that in the single frame here so we can take a look. Very dramatic. It's a beautiful ad. I think it's really a refreshing approach. I love the masked image. I think that is so interesting. It really adds an enormous amount of depth and interest to the ad. So really fantastic job. Love it. Just love it. Okay, a couple of things we could do to make some improvements. The first thing we want to do is we want to get this all in alignment. Now, right now you've got this teal color with the background. Now, what I would recommend is that I think it's too dark. So what you've done is you followed that recommendation from the announcements. Instead of adding a drop shadow or stroking the type, you want to improve the legibility or the visibility by increasing contrast. So what you've done is you've duplicated the type, placed it in the background, offset it, and changed the color. It's a great, it's a really good technique. But I want to zoom in here, and I want you to see something. So right now, the darker type is on the left-hand side of the original type, but here the darker type is on the right-hand side. So there's some inconsistencies there. That has got to be identical. You know what? I think that black background is too dark, and I think you have also got too much of an offset. You just want to reveal a little bit of that background color just to increase the visibility. You don't want to change the shapes of the letter forms, which I think is what is happening here. We're starting to get into a legibility issue here, so I think there's too much offset on there. I would also recommend using the purple color from the logo for that offset. It'll create some harmony, and it'll improve the overall harmony of the magazine ad. So you've got your headline up here. I would move that down a little close to the top, really congested there. Move it down, start it right about where the baseline is right now. And then you've got the honeymoon special, 50% off reservations on all packages. What I would do is I would left align that. And left align the whole thing with the C of the headline, and then left align this configuration. I see that you're center aligning all your type. You want to stay away from center alignment. Go ahead and take a look at the course announcement on should I center align my type. You'll see some really good, compelling reasons why you don't want to center align type. So, of course, my next comment would be to left align this type. I think that would be a really good idea to find something like, okay, draw a guide right there on that W. Bring that guide down and start the type there in alignment with the W in the headline. Left align it and place it right there. Now make sure that the baseline of the type lines up with the baseline of the contact information. And again, that little bit of alignment is going to add a great deal of harmony to the page. So yeah, I think we're going to leave the logo where it is because it's nicely counterbalancing the visual weight of the. Typically, I like in my magazine ads, I like to place a logo in the lower right hand corner because I think it reinforces branding for the company. Since this is an exit area anyway, this is typically the area we exit a page, so we can use that area to our advantage to reinforce the branding. However, if we do that here, it's going to be too weighty on the right hand side. It's going to create some imbalance in the composition itself. So we'll leave the logo right where it's at. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Really good typography. Really good composition here. Typographic composition for the address area. Nice work. Other than that, I think it's just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you so much. As I said, this is a refreshing change because you've taken such a unique approach in creating the masked image as the focal point. That took guts. That took guts, and it worked for you. So, you know, take chances as a designer. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but we always learn from the chances we take. So, gosh, other than that, I don't have much more to say, Karina, other than this is just really fantastic. If you have any questions at all, I'd like to see those changes reflected in your final magazine ad. But if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications or add any recommendations needed. All right, thank you very much.